off. All right. Let's tap in. Let's get a little shuffle first. Someone wants to be comfortable, okay? They want to feel comfortable. They want to be in a position where they're comfortable, okay? This is someone, they're looking for comfort. We have the star at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if this is in their attire or, right, their energy in their life. Let me make sure my boob ain't out. Okay. That's better. But, okay, so someone, this could either be they're wanting to feel comfortable within themselves, maybe within their environment, okay? Maybe with a person. Whatever they're in, whatever situation is going on here, this person isn't fully themselves in whatever space they are in. And it doesn't matter how long this has been going on for. It doesn't matter if this is with someone that has known them all of their lives. So that means even if this is a parent, even if this is a sibling, okay, even if this is a long-term relationship or, right, a long-term marriage, it has something to do with longevity in a person's life. In addition to, this is a lifetime of suppression, okay? This is a lifetime of suppression because within any of those connections, this is someone they have not fully shown all aspects of themselves. They have never been in a situation where they have felt comfortable enough to show all aspects, all ranges of the spectrum of themselves. No matter what connection they enter into, no matter what relationship it is in their life, something is withheld, something is suppressed, something is hidden, okay? They have trust issues. This is someone, this could be an energy, this person, they have trust issues and they have always had them, even as a child. Even as a child, this person had trust issues. I don't know if that started in the home where maybe certain things they weren't allowed to do and maybe they couldn't understand why. And so it triggered trust issues within them because they couldn't, because their own environment, which should have been their safe space, right, didn't make sense. It didn't validate certain knowledge that they were looking for. This person, they were seeking certain answers and they weren't given the answers. Okay, so this is as if your mother or your father says, you can't do that, right? Whatever that is. And you're like, why? Why can't I? And they say, because I say so. And that's it. And your child mind is trying to compute, what the fuck does that mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, in your mind when you were a kid and you were cussing in your head because you're just like, what the fuck is this? What are they saying to me? You know? Because in the reality is we've always been who we are, right? The individual speaking, we've always been who we are. But it was just that at different points in our life, people couldn't see it. People couldn't understand that we already were who we were, right? And so you're looking at them like, I need a real fucking reason. This is your child mind. And they're wanting to say to you, because I say so, that, right? So that within itself, that's just an example of how trust issues can start from really young, because you realize that people can tell you anything and make it seem as though it's law and that you have to abide by it because in some way, shape, or form you are inferior to them or you're subjected to the laws that they create. And if it's not your parents doing it, if it's not your siblings doing it, and if it's not the person you're in a relationship with doing it to you, then it's your government doing it to you. It's your job doing it to you. It's your, you got what I'm saying? Anywhere you look, anywhere you, there is someone trying to tell you, because I said so. Okay? We haven't even tapped in. So I don't know. Someone, they have a lot of repressed energy because a lot of spaces at a lot of different times told them, because I told you, because I said so. And they have had to live within a reputation of upholding certain appropriate energies in spaces where they encounter, right? So they've never fully been themselves anywhere because they're always somehow under the restriction of certain guidelines in any connection in their life. And this person, they abide, this is someone, they follow the rules. And when they break the rules, right, they feel naughty. They feel like they really did something wrong. This is someone, if they run the red light, right, and get away with it. No accidents, no none of that. They're like, okay. This is someone that make a good government official, honestly, because even when they don't get it, they still go along with it. And government loves that. Government loves those kind of persons. You don't understand it, but you still going along with it. Recruit! We need you! Come this way. Y'all remember that scene on Men in Black? When they when they were recruiting the guys and Will Smith and the other characters, they were sitting and they were taking a test, right? A placement test to get in. And one of the persons who were there, they were some sort of military official type of person, and he was so excited to be there. And Will was like, "You don't even know why you're here." But he was so excited and saying, "Oh, he was gonna do the best job he could do at God knows what." This is that kind of person. They question it, but then they still. Come on, y'all. Let's stop it. I'm just talking. I want a ring. I want a ring, ring, ring. That's better. I want a ring. I meant the bell, baby. Somebody else might want a ring. This person might want a ring. Again, there's someone, they're good at following the rules. This could be the type of person that'd be perfect for marriage. They'd be perfect for marriage. Nice setup and a little routine going for them, and they know how their day is going to go and where they're going to go and how they're going to go. And this would be perfect. This person is perfect for marriage. They could be fearful of it, but they're perfect for it. forgot about that. Hold on, y'all. We gotta find our dice. Our die. Where did you go, 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 my lovely? Where did you go? I wanna know. Got it. All right. Okay. Let's get the 5 most potent signs. What is happening in this reading? Okay. We have Capricorn. I just picked that up. This was the 3 of Swords. Capricorn. Cancer. Cancer was very deliberate. Okay. Cancer didn't even let it shake around for real. Cancer was like, nope, present. Okay, Cancer is here. Cancer is eager. All right, Cancer is like, get out of my way. Okay. So Capricorn, Cancer, CC. We have Scorpio. What is this? How did this card get on the ground? This just fell on my foot. How did that happen? The 2 of Wands. Where the F did that come from? What is happening? Someone wants to take you on a surprise trip. Okay. Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio. Libra. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Libra, Scorpio, Cancer, Capricorn. These are the most potent signs within this reading, okay? The star is at the bottom of the deck. Let's tap on and tell your mama, baby. We got the 10 of Cups. This could be some sort of happy reunion or, okay, 5 of Cups. This could be a happy reunion. I don't know. Something could have happened in the past with the 5 of Cups that tore a relationship apart, that caused separation, that caused some sort of reflection period. Someone had to go into a period of reflection, isolation, okay, because of something either that they did or that was done to them, okay. They had to heal their emotions. They've reconnected to a space that makes them happy, even though they had to experience a certain level of loss, okay, in order to maybe understand or get to that happiness. Tell me more. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Someone could have been saving their money, all right. 10 of Pentacles, in order to build or in order to buy a home. So in the past, maybe this connection that you had was how you treated money, right? Your financial relationship. You experienced a loss, you experienced a hit financially. It affected you emotionally because it affected the way that you had to live your life, okay? It affected the way you had to live your life, right? And it took you on a journey. It took you on a journey to heal. And so now you have a really good, strong, stable foundation structure with money. You are money's honey. Mm. You are money's honey, baby. Money love you. Woo. We got the Chariot. Someone could be upgrading their vehicle, maybe cleaning it, getting it detailed, or the Hangman. Someone could be thinking about a road trip, okay? Someone could be thinking about a long distance road trip. Someone could be traveling to a friend. Someone could be traveling to a family member. We have the King of Swords. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. Maybe you haven't seen this person in a long time. Okay. In person, right? Page of Swords in the reverse. Maybe there's a connection through technology where you see one another in video or photos, but you're finally going towards one another physically, okay? It's manifesting. We have the Justice. Maybe there was a predicament. Maybe there was a situation where you weren't able to see this person. And now you're in spaces where you can both create the encounter, okay? We have the Eight of Swords. Someone could be feeling nervous, okay? Someone could have the jitters, the first bug jitters, okay? Lovers. It's because, right? It's they're scared because they're excited, but they're nervous because it's kind of new. Okay, this is a mix of emotions. This is mixed emotions. These are mixed emotions. They're also a bit unsure, okay, with it being the Eight of Swords. It's a bit of an unsure energy, right? And it's about themselves. Wondering, this is someone, they critique themselves, right? This is someone they'll, and they're critiquing and critiquing and like how I was fixing in the beginning. It's a constant for this person. They're very hyper fixated on their appearance, right? And so, yeah, they're excited for the encounter, but at the same time, they over critique themselves so much that they kill the excitement with nerves, okay? So that it turns into anxiousness and maybe even a bit of impatience with themselves. I don't know. This person, they don't always have the best mental thoughts about themselves, okay? Believe it or not, regardless of how this person may present themselves, right? They overthink and question themselves so much that, yeah, Sometimes something would be so good and so amazing, and they could literally kill the absolute fucking joy out of it just because they want to rip it apart or rip themselves apart. They're addicted to the angst of things, right? It's almost as though they want to feel that way. They want to feel as though, right? This is someone, they love that feeling right there. That, right? They always want to be within that. What the fuck? This is that, whatever movie this fucking is, this is that person. Any little creak or crack. This is someone, they don't sleep really good at night. And I ain't talking about me. I sleep like a log. I be so knocked the fuck out, baby. It's too good. The sleep is too sweet. My God. This person, any bitch, go to bed. Damn. Calm down. What? I mean, every corner they turn, they're expecting something to jump out at them. And then again, they're wanting something to jump out at them. This person thinks really highly of themselves because they think so highly of themselves that they think that everyone that sees them is going to want a piece of them. And so they got, you next? No. Girl, get the fuck. What the heck? That, I mean, every little, these are jump scares. You know how jump scares are a thing in movies? This person is a whole jump scare. 7 of Swords. And be faking. That's what they want. They want that type of attention. Even when they ain't getting it, they fake like they're getting it because that's what they want. Woo! What a mind. 9 of Swords. What a mind. This is the 9 of Swords. Didn't I say this person don't be sleeping? Look at them. And they don't even pitch. They'll open their eyes and they'll stay real still. Because they're looking around like, what's that? This person stresses themselves out, okay, with the angst, okay? The word angst. A-N-G-S-T. I think that's how you spell it. 2 of Pentacles. Don't know their ass from their elbow. What is this about? This is boring. Let's move on. I don't want to be bored. The moon. What's the moon? Right? You just want to be able to, right? And like shift the screen and then now, okay, we're on something else. Wouldn't that be amazing? Let's see if that works. We have the 4 of Swords. That came out after the moon. Didn't I say I don't want to be bored? Okay. So someone could have fallen asleep. Someone could take really good sleep meds, okay? I don't know if these are literal medications that they take to go to sleep, or if someone has some sort of sleepy time routine that helps them to go to sleep, but it works like a charm. It works like a charm, okay? We have the Emperor. I'm hearing sleepy time tea, okay? There is a tea called sleepy time. We have Judgment and the Ace of Cups that came out after the Emperor. Someone could be really happy within their position, okay? Maybe with their career, they feel satisfied. They feel as though they have developed a good reputation for themselves. Judgment, Ace of Cups, the Emperor. They feel this way because of possibly the works that they've produced, okay, and the persons that they've been able to work with, or maybe the lives, all right, the lives that they've been able to touch or change or improve, depending on whatever their career is about. But any career is about the offering of services, right, in some capacity. So this person, they're very structured within their energy, right? They see the flaws, they heal the flaws within within their company, within their jurisdiction, right? And by that I mean it's Pepsi, right? And there's Coca-Cola. Those are two different brands, two different factories, but they're both cola, right? And they run differently. They have different operators, and they have all right, we got Two of Cups. Whoop. We got Two of Swords, wanted to be seen. Okay, that fell on top of the Chariot with the Hangman. Someone does not connect to spaces that don't wish them well, that don't want to see the best for them. They don't connect to those spaces. They always make sure to cleanse and remove spaces and connections in their life that exhibit that energy. When they see that that's a part of what they're coming towards them with, it's an automatic fail safe, right? That kicks in and it doesn't allow the energy, is because the frequency is off, okay? This is someone, they protect their energy, their space, their home, their loved ones, their belongings. Not only do they do it for themselves physically, spiritually, angelically, and divinely, they are protected because of what they honor within their life, right? So, okay, why am I saying that? Maybe drama. Okay, so this person, they're not interested in dramas, right? They themselves could be a level of drama. They're not interested in other person's drama. Their life itself could be seen as that. Even though I don't know. They're interested in their own. They're interested in their own drama. It's not that they're not interested in drama. Maybe they have their own, and that for them is more exciting than others. This is someone, they don't wish to have another person's life. They, okay, what's the word? It's a word, but it's about them wanting their own, right? Covet. They covet their own life. They don't covet another's life. They don't covet another's lifestyle or environment, or that they covet their own, and they create their own, and they establish their own. And that within itself, it requires so much of their energy that by the time that they are done pouring into themselves and into their cup so that it overfloweth for them, it's time to go to bed. It's time to rest and wake up and do it again. This person will exhaust themselves into their goals, into their endeavors, into their higher learning and knowledge, into the love of their family. They will exhaust themselves with that before they coveted another. Right? We have Five of Pentacles. We have Six of Cups. This could be a broken space of the past, okay? A destitute space of the past, or uh, death. We got the High Priestess with the Five of Wands, with the Seven of Cups, with the Six of Pentacles. This is some sort of space of the past that died, okay? This is a dead space. We have the Page of Cups. Someone could have been hoping that you, okay, this Page of Cups, this could be an energy of hope, right? But it's hope, but very little faith, okay? So it's not amounting to much, and that's the Five of Pentacles energy. This is one of the past. They were hoping that they could give you an inch and you run a mile for them, something like that, okay? Page of Swords, the inch. This is even Page of Swords, Page of Wands, the inch. The inch they want to give you to wake up the dead. Get the fuck. Someone, yeah, this is someone of the past. They're wanting some sort of reconciliation, but they have nothing to offer you. This Page of Wands, this isn't even about size. It's not about size in terms of physicality, but it is about size in terms of whatever the volume is they're wanting to give you. It's very low. You can barely hear it. It's bullshit. It's shit. It's more shit. Okay? If this is someone they used to just give you shit, it's more shit. We got the Queen of Cups fell sideways on top of the Lovers. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Whatever someone was working on, yeah, they were being crooked about it. Okay, this was someone, they were trying to become connected to you through deceitful ways in order to create some sort of honest bond with you. Okay, they wanted an honest bond with you, but they wanted to get to that honest bond through deceitful ways. They wanted to lie in order to get to you. They wanted to lie about certain things maybe that they've done or said or was involved in, right? They want to be able to lie about it in order to connect to you. And then in their mind, they believe once they're connected to you, okay, now I'll be good. Now I'll be good to you. Now I'll tell you the truth. Not about what I already lied about, but from here on forth, truth. I lied to get here. But now that I'm here, now I'm going to start telling you the truth. This is what they want you to believe. Okay? That's what they want you to believe. But it's not true. This person is trying to play a trick on you. Or maybe they're trying to play a trick on their fucking self, because this could be someone who believes their own lies. And maybe they tell themselves a lie so many times that they start to believe it, right? They prep and they plan, they premeditate what they're going to do and how they're going to lie. And then once they really get into it, they start to believe the shit that they're saying. But the truth of it is, the core of it is a lie, which is why it's going to happen again. They just started to believe in their own stupid ass lie. So now when it happens, they're thinking, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Because they actually believed their lie that they weren't going to. You see what I'm saying? This person is a psycho. What the hell? Am I allowed to be scared? I'm scared. Eight of Cups, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Someone could be afraid of the dark, could be afraid to be by themselves. This could literally be someone, they're afraid to be home alone. Home Alone, the movie with Macaulay Culkin. Is that how you say his name? This person is probably in love with Macaulay Culkin. Is that how you say his name? I don't know how to say his name, guys. But the little boy, even though he's a grown-ass man now from that movie, this person, that type of boy, was their childhood crush. Wasn't he everyone's, though? We have the Nine of Cups. Someone could be feeling haughty. Okay, haughty. This is the second word I'm spelling in this reading. Haughty. I don't know if there's another H. There might not be an H where I just put it. Haughty or Haugt. Why? Haughty. Someone could be feeling haughty. Okay? What the fuck does that mean? Five of Swords. Six of Pentacles. They feel as though they're wasting money. They feel as though they're wasting money. They're wasting time. Maybe they're losing money or they're losing time. Trying to defame you. Okay? You have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Someone could be wanting to defame you. Why? For whatever their lower reasons are, it comes from a lower space within them. This is the type to give and can't take, okay? So this could be someone, they poke and poke and poke and poke, and then if you really poke back with one of these swords, they are in a huff and a puff, haughty, okay? Because they're not actually achieving what they're wanting to do. And so everything that they're doing is some sort of revised work, okay? This is someone, they can't figure it out. But again, what is it that they're trying to figure out? Again, the Empress is at the bottom of the deck. They're wanting to, I said this person can give and can't take. They want to make you feel a way. A bad way. They want to make you feel in a bad way. They want to make you feel something bad. Okay, god damn it. They want you to be sad for anything. Anything. They want you to be sad for anything. Feel the sad. They want you to be upset. They want you to be angry. They want you to be vulgar. They want you to, right? They want you to react negatively. They want it for anything. It's just like, can you give that to me? Please, just freak out. Lower your standards. Stop trying so hard. Stop being beautiful. What is this person? I wonder how they look. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. We have the Star. You'd be surprised. This person could be beautiful. Or maybe they know how to make themselves beautiful. We have the Temperance at the bottom. Underneath that, we have the Hermit. They know how to make themselves more attractive. How they look, they didn't always. And maybe you know what you know what it is. This person knows that you know what they really look like. And they know too. And I don't know why this is being connected to a mother figure or energy, right? This person, they're not comfortable with certain things about their appearance. See, it's not about you. Yeah, they feel this way about you. They want you to feel this. They want you to feel that. But that's because they went through certain self-hate, okay, with their own appearance. This person may not like their skin tone. and they do things to lighten it, right? And a lot of people do that. But within this energy here, they could have had an upbringing where their skin tone was ridiculed, maybe by a parental, maybe by peers, okay? And so, yeah, they over analyze and they are overly critical of the way that they will appear, because for a long time in this person's life, they didn't feel beautiful. And now they feel as though they found a power, right? Because now, I said, this person, they can make themselves beautiful. You know what they really, you know how they truly appear, you know their true face. You get what I'm saying? You know their true face. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why this is so. Again, see, this person, they criticize themselves. They think about their sunken eyes or their dark circles or deep smile lines or high, wide cheeks, right? They do that to themselves. Dark skin, maybe patchy, something about eczema. This person, all of that shit. All of that. And so, yeah, they do the most because they want the clout of the beauty compliments, because that was a real sore spot for them for a long time. And all you got to do is go do your homework, darling. If you think I'm talking about whoever you think I'm talking about, just scroll on down and you'll see how they really look, right? They're not proud of that. So that's what all that shit is. And then they project that towards a good person who didn't start that within their energy, right? And they treat them all sorts of weird fucking ways because of how they felt about themselves before they even met this person. Especially because this person who they're so, I want to see you sad, I want to see you this could be a black motherfucker, just fine as fucking they blackness, baby. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they hating themselves and calling it beauty and love. We got the 10 of Wands. Someone could be feeling shame. All right, we have 9 of Wands. Give me a sec, y'all. One sec. I'll be back. All right. Let's do a little clear. Hey, y'all. Someone could have a very beautiful mother. Okay. Their mother is gorgeous. They know it. They heard it all their life. All right. They have a very beautiful mother. I'm talking about aesthetically. Her mother, okay, or his mother. Beautiful woman. Gorgeous. Somebody got a fine ass mama, baby. Okay, all the kids at school know that mama is the fine mama. That's a MILF. Somebody got a MILF as a mother, for a mother. And even as they got older, okay, as an adult, and their mother got older as a woman as well, aged like fine wine. They got a fine mama. I don't know how they feel about that. Nine of Cups. Knight of Cups. What's the Knight of Cups? This could be a woman. She's married. She's a mother. And people still be wanting her. Even though she's married, even though she has a family, even though she has kids grown enough to even realize that, damn, these people want my mama. They want my mama. Okay? Ooh, this could be situations where, wow. This could be an older kid, okay? Masculine or feminine. And if it's a masculine, his boys be looking at his mom. And if it's a feminine, she feels as though, right? I don't know if she compares herself to her mother or if she's insecure with boyfriends because that mama fine, baby. She be in the house with her pa, fine as fuck with her daddy, just baby. Cook you up some dinner. Right? Just fine as fuck. Her boyfriend sitting at the table like, yes, Mrs. Jackson. Yes, Mrs. Billy Blue. Somebody gotta find mama. What you gonna do? Get mad? Ten of Swords in the reverse. They gonna get mad, baby. Why? Someone, honestly, this is a kid. They be jealous and they be mad. Okay. Sometimes the masculine, if it's a boy, he be mad. He be mad because he's just like, get away from my mom, right? Especially, she has a husband. She don't want these people that want her, but that doesn't stop them from wanting her. And that also doesn't stop other persons from feeling a type of way over the fact that she's wanted, she's desired, while being taken, and happily so. It don't stop none of that from going on, baby. Just like it don't stop her from being taken, and happily so. Do you see how it works from the other side? The same way that shit show don't stop, baby. This show don't stop either. Is it clicking? Or are you still stuck on stupid? Bet you're still stuck on stupid. I bet 10 fucking grand that you still stuck on stupid. Temperance at the bottom. Just give me my money. Give me my money! Money! Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Thank Daddy. I'm spoiled. And what? On the way. Oh, and you better love it. Since you think that shit's so cute, I know you love it. I know you love it. Two of Wands. Ooh, she bossy. Nine of Pentacles. Somebody out here breaking hearts. Why? Why so heartbroken? Who are you heartbroken over? Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. A Queen of Wands could be heartbroken. She wants someone to share her riches with. Four of Wands. I know you care. Who mad? Or should I say, who's bad? Dun, 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 who's bad? Who's bad, baby? That's a little bit of MJ for your ass. Okay? You thought you could sit at this table? 10 grand. And to the fool that think I ain't gonna get it, baby. Mwah! Oh, I rude, darling. She's so rude, baby girl. I'm spoiled. Who want me to spoil them, baby? I'm so spoiled that I could spoil you. I am so spoiled that I could spoil you. But you gotta be a good girl. You gotta be a good boy, baby. Okay. Five of Wands at the bottom. Somebody's stirring up some shit, baby. La, 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 la. What else, man? Anything else? I feel as though this might be it. We'll tap in with some guardian angel messages before I go. 4 of Pentacles. Okay. What's the 4 of Pentacles? Someone could be holding on. You could have someone on hold. Someone could be on call waiting. High Priestess. You're like, baby, I got business to do. Hold on. They're waiting. They're waiting for you to pick up the line. It don't matter how long you have. You could be someone, you have someone on hold and they will wait for you to pick up their line. Queen of Swords. I'm a goddamn spiritual fisherman. We got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Sun sideways. This might be catch and release. Okay, I just reeled in, right, the fish, but then the Knight of Pentacles came in the reverse, which means it's not a stable offer, and the Sun sideways, which means there could be discrepancies within integrity, right? You don't want to get food poisoning, darling, so we gonna free your ass, baby. What they be doing? Swim away, baby. We let that one go. Okay? Queen of Swords was released back into the wild, darling. I think that's it for this. Because now we catching and releasing, baby. We got the Queen of Wands at the bottom. She says, I'm done. She said, baby, I don't want fish, darling. I eat steak. Haven't you heard? No fish. Damn. What the heck? I don't know if it's in the upright or in the reverse. It's the Lovers. It's the Lovers in the reverse, okay? Relationships, emotions, and choices. You chose to a space, but honestly, High Priestess at the bottom. I feel as though your intuition, right, it guided you away from a space, but not only that, if you're someone and you're already in a commitment, other persons aren't going to interest you. They're not going to pique your interest in that way because that's already something that's being fulfilled by the divine for you. You don't go against the divine. And it's fine if others do, right? That's just their life. That's a show to watch, literally, not to, right, live within. Okay? That 5 of Water. Disappointment, regret, forgiveness. I don't know if someone is feeling that you need to forgive them for something, or maybe they're feeling disappointed, but There's no need to forgive someone for something when you don't feel right. Why would someone want forgiveness for wrong? You don't feel wronged, right? Someone may feel guilt or disappointment and regret for wronging you. You don't feel wronged. I think that's something that's internalizing within themselves, and maybe they need to see that they're speaking to themselves and they're actually apologizing to themselves for continuing to delay their own life and own destiny versus whatever it is that is truly meant for them in their reality, right? They got to see it from that state of mind. Otherwise, yeah, you know, they haven't wronged you. You haven't been wronged. There's nothing that's happening in your reality that is right of an enemy or things like that. You don't have enemies. Where? He's popping the fuck out. 5 of air, mistakes, melodrama, reassessment. Someone's having to reassess their move, okay? Reassess the next move that they're gonna make. I don't know. Someone's having to reassess how they're playing a game or the game, okay? They're having to reassess themselves. Someone is having a self-realization or a self-actualization, or they're needing to go through one. The dreamer. This is the fool, okay? Beginning, believing, protected. Maybe they didn't believe. Maybe they didn't believe in you. They don't need to believe in you. Believe in themselves, right? You don't need no one to believe in you, darling. I don't know if you said something or whatever, and they didn't believe you until they saw it happen, and then, right? They became a believer of you. But hey, you believer of who, baby? You don't gotta believe in me. What I do is not to prove to you. You could believe in your beliefs of disbelief of me. That's perfectly fine. You don't gotta convert. You don't gotta support, darling. You don't even gotta be here, bitch. Ah! Did you know that? Should have started with that part. You don't even gotta be here. God damn it. But if you gonna be here, baby, you don't gotta do these things. Go do it for yourself. I do it all for me. What's all this crazy talk? High Priestess in the reverse right after I said what's all this crazy talk. Intuition, wisdom, patience. I don't know if someone lost patience. They ran out of time. They ran out of time. They ran out of time with you. This is someone they don't respect their own intuition. And because of that, they time out with you. Okay, so imagine if you had to put a coin into a machine in order to interact with it, and then once that timer is up, or you know when you park and there's a timer and you have to put the money into the timer, and when it's up, it's just like, okay, if your car is parked there and your timer is already up, you're gonna get a ticket, you're gonna get a boot, you're gonna get towed. That's this type of energy. They time out with you because they run out of integrity. They don't have enough. And so the parts of them that you can connect to isn't very, it's not very long. So they time out because they run out of energy. The sun at the bottom of the deck. You don't dwell in their dwelling. And so they have to get an energy boost in order to connect on your frequency. And again, they don't really stack it up. They get some, use it, get some, use it, and they use it up. You okay? So imagine living check to check spiritually, paycheck to paycheck spiritually. Because you waste so much of your money spiritually on negativity that by the time you go to spend your money on the things of your higher self, you don't even got enough for what it is that you need in. Because you so stuck in your loop. Hey, whoa, wasn't that a way to see it? This is the 10 of air. This says endings. Endings, recovery, and freedom. This person, they need to go into rehabilitation. They need to go into recovery because they don't have enough. Okay, they run out of energy. They run out of points. They run out of coins, darling. Okay, so the system is right. You click. Basically, look at the clock. The fuck on, baby, till you got some money. King of water. King of water. Compassionate, understanding, and trustworthy. Queen of fire. Okay. Intelligent, exuberant, and determined. So this produces the energy of passion. Okay. Someone compassionate, someone exuberant. Combined. 8 of fire. Speed, activity, and multitasking. The Emperor. Okay, he came soaring out. Right? Look at his wings. Look at that fine ass, tall, strong black man. Wings, baby. He can't even close his legs good. Purple, royalty. He can smoke weed. He be on that perp. 3 of water, celebration, community, and friendships. This could be a masculine. He has a lot of feminine friends. I don't know if these are his employees. Page of fire, creative, enthusiastic, and motivated. But these feminines, they want to wait on him hand and foot. Okay, 10 of fire. They're like, hey, what do you need? We don't want, can I cater to you? Because, baby, this is your day. Do anything for my man. Baby, you blow me away. That's them. That, bitch. Is this? Why these hoes don't leave me alone? I got hoes calling. This Emperor got hoes calling, baby. They trying to cut his toenails. They trying to run his bath water. They trying to feed him, buy him clothes, baby. They're making him the emperor. He's not even a fucking emperor. They're creating him into an emperor, right? Because they feeding him, clothing him, bathing him, bitch, cutting his fucking toenails. They got him all primitive. They're grooming this man. He's being groomed. Because he can't do it for himself. Ten of fire sideways, overworked, stressed, imbalanced. What the fuck is this? This is a baby ass nigga in a grown ass man's body. He looking for bitches to take care of him, to pamper him, literally. He could have a fetish to where he wants to wear a diaper and be spanked and shit. You gonna shit in the diaper too, Big Daddy? So these bitches could wipe your cheesy ass. He might pop them legs up in the air and say, "What, the bitch? Mama!" They go ahead and they dig in there and they clean this man's ass. He's not an emperor. I don't know what the fuck this is. Three bitches taking care of a grown ass man like he's a baby. And calling him an emperor, but they wiping the shit out his ass like a child and he wearing diapers. Is this some sort of freak Nick shit? Ace of Earth. That's the Ace of Pentacles. Damn, that's 20 grand. Imagine making 20 grand in a night. I don't know. Maybe he... Okay. What if this is an emperor? This could be a masculine who is an emperor. And he pays these feminines to treat him that way because that's his fetish. I'm sorry, baby. You didn't pay for a non-disclosure. Release. Endings. Transformation. Freedom. You're released now. The Magician. What's this? Awakening. Pause. Perspective. Selflessness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is that reading. I hope that you got something useful from this. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye. I know, you want me back.